this episode, we go with the luck of the draw and see which G.I. Joes we end up in our fists. So, stick around. Fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name's Rob, and in this episode we are grabbing another fistful of Joes. As usual, let me explain what the premise is of grabbing a fistful of Joes. And that is, I keep all my G.I. Joes in these plastic containers. And unfortunately, these containers just get put up on the shelf and I don't know what awesomeness lurks within. So I use this opportunity to grab my hand, reach in, and grab a fistful of Joes so we can look at them, play with them, review them, whatever. The whole point is, let's have some fun with G.I. Joe. So, here we go. Yo, Joe! Anyway, folks, we are having lighting issues still in the laundry room, so I apologize. Before we get started, if this looks a little bit darker and you can't get full detail of these awesome figures, so I apologize. So let's dig into the box here and see who we get. Okay, we have 5 figures as usual, and I kind of peeked, and I think one of them may be a repeat, but no, actually it's not. I take that back. We looked at a earlier version of this figure, but let me just dig them out here and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is another Red Ninja. Now, we talked about a earlier Red Ninja a couple episodes ago, but this one is vastly different and, might I add, an improvement. Now, first off, we have, whoa, not even in frame. I apologize. Let's get a little bit closer here. We have pretty much the same setup as Storm Shadow for this guy. And let me point out, I love the little ears here, like the folds in his mask, just looks great. And comes with a stand, codename Red Ninja. Comes with a man catcher. Comes with a bow. Comes with 2 swords, your katana and wakizashi. Comes with quiver of arrows, and if I'm not mistaken, a removable little dagger. Very little, actually. So this is based on the Storm Shadow figure of the 25th anniversary line. And it looks great. I love this figure. I actually have a bunch of this figure. And we might get to them one day. Not a review like this. But we'll take a look at them. But as usual, 25th anniversary, great posability, but I have a lot of fears of them because of their very thin wrists and joints in the arms, and this one is moving a lot better than some of the other ones that we've looked at, but it still is a little worrisome because I don't want to break them. Look at that. Ah, I broke my arm. Snake Eyes got me. But great figure. And like I said, we looked at a previous Red Ninja that was based on Storm Shadow version 2 with the hood. And that figure was great too. I'm a big fan of the Red Ninjas. And I would love to get the the classified version of him one day. But I'm having difficulty tracking him down. It's to the point where I think I might get the Marvel Legends Red Ninja just to accommodate my Red Ninja needs, because that's an awesome figure as well. So this is a great figure. I really don't have much to say about it. It's a really cool figure. So let's go on to the next one, shall we? And as usual, another apology is if I mess up anything, that's because I'm shooting this at like 2 in the morning, and yeah, I'm a little tired and punchy, so things are bound to happen. So next is Major Blood, another 25th anniversary version. For some reason, I feel like we've looked at him before, but that could just be because we looked at the original Major Blood not that long ago. But just like the classified version, his missiles come out of the backpack, but these seem to stay in there a lot better than that one. Has molded and loose dog tags opposed to them just being painted on. Here he is with his awesome missile launching pistol, and they come off. And again, he comes with the stand. Gotta love the 25th anniversary coming with stands. That should have been a common thing they did from here on out. Like the classifieds should come with big stands. That would be awesome. Now, his cybernetic arm twists at the wrist, but is not posable at the elbow. Got the shoulder movements, but nothing here in the elbow. So, if you're going to get a cybernetic arm, make sure you can bend at the elbow. But great figure. If he had a removable helmet, it would be even more awesome. But of course, it does not come off. Little bit... the face is okay. Kind of don't like the dead eye there. They should have added a little bit more, I don't know, a sneer or something on his face. I think that would have worked a lot better. But pretty close to the original color scheme, original arm movements for the most part, original armaments and backpack. So very, very good figure. So, don't have much to say about Major Blood other than it's a really nice figure. They did a fantastic job with this 25th anniversary version of him. Oops, and here we go. We're dropping missiles. That seems to be commonplace for Major Blood. I mean, that's something. You're just walking, he's going in the chow line, and a missile drops out. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Everyone's blown up when they just want their Salisbury steak. There we go. Snapped in. Just a light snap. It's nothing too drastic. There we go. And before we lose any more missiles, put them back in his bag. And mind you, I have all the file cards for these characters, but they're still on the cards. I saved all the cards with the artwork and everything, and they are in my long box of G.I. Joe comics, all stacked up. So next is Nemesis Enforcer. What a great... excuse me. He came in with a 2-pack with Falcon. And what a great reproduction of this figure. I mean, if you can see this, look how the wrists move with these blades. It's not like they're built up on his arms. He has still full movement in his wrists, and these blades go with it. So that adds awesome playability of eek, 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 stabbing people with his elbow blades there. Has this armor piece, you know, like the chitinous exoskeletons that Cobra La had. But in this awesome belt here, belt buckle, if you will. Just a really nice figure. Of course, my only beef is the face. They should have did a little bit more with that. And he came with this backpack that the wings go into. As I fumble around with it. But they snap in there. I think they should. I just don't want to muscle it and break anything, but oh, come on now. Do I have it upside down? I don't think so. I don't know if that matters or not. Here we go. There we go. And look, they flap. So let's put the other side on and put it on them and see how it looks. And I should be able to still store them in his bag without hurting the wings. Man, what is up with this side? Come on, Nemesis Enforcer, get with the program here, buddy. Just whenever I flap it, it wants to come out. Being difficult. I apologize, folks. That's third apology this episode. Anyway, that's good enough. Oh, it looks pretty cool. And now they want to pop off. Anyway, forget you, dude. You will be wearing your tentacles. Roar. And that falls off too. Man, no wonder Cobra Law didn't succeed. Anyway, back in the bag with you. But decent figure. Just I need to play with it a little bit more to get him up to snuff without breaking anything. Like I said, that's the one thing about the 25th anniversary line that always scares me, is how brittle they feel. So the next character is Cobra Commander, hooded version, with a nice windswept like unfurling of his mask here. Decent figure. I like the colors. Very leggy. He seems like he's all leg. And what is up with this leg, mind you? He's supposed to be in a pose. Now this one is jointed and moves a little bit, but okay, this one is too. It's, oh, there we go. It's just being stiff. So sorry if he was off camera there, but I got the foot now nice and flat. I'm not doing them like this because of the shadow of the light. So again, sorry about the lighting issues, but he comes with his awesome blaster. A little bit updated with the like barrel extension to it. It's not like a solid piece like it was, but here's the, will it fit in his back hole here? And yes, it does very nicely. One of the things I've loved since the very first Cobra Commander is this whole gun clips onto his back thing. I think that was ingenious and awesome. He's very stiff. And like I said, that always worries me because I don't want to break any of them. Because these are getting to be in that vintage range like the original figures are at this point. Of course, the original figures are much older, but these are getting pretty old too, surprisingly, because I can remember them just like yesterday going to the store and buying them. Now we have Cobra Crimson Guard Fred from the comic book. The like super elite that took over the reins of Cobra Commander in the armored version. Helmet goes on pretty good. I like that. Fits really good. Stays on there. The only downside is, oops, sorry, you can see the flesh of his neck and stuff. So it would be cool if he had like an ascot or something to go around. But he comes with like, what is it, like an M1 type rifle, a 357, which goes into this hip holster here, or leg holster. Doesn't fit that great, wants to come out. And the gun is too wide to be like stuffed in there for it to stay. So that kind of bites. Wish he would have came with like the AK bayonet combo. But this is pretty cool too. This would be like a great gun to give the second Gung Ho, the Dress Blues Gung Ho. This gun would go perfect with that. It's a little bit warped. I don't know if that's from storing it or it came that way. Could have come that way, but it's very rubbery, so it can bend back without much trouble at all. So not too bad. And the comic connections of this character, super bonus points. So the one thing that I absolutely adore about the 25th anniversary line is that they pulled from G.I. Joe lore from all different mediums. The cartoon, the comic book, the previous toys. They did such a great job with tying them all together in the 25th anniversary toy line. So super props for that. I wish they were built a little bit more chunky. I mean, that's my only complaint, and I've brought that up multiple times. And wow, it looks like we have another Cobra heavy episode. All 5 are Cobras. So Cobra has taken over Fistful of Joes yet again. I think that's the 3rd time we've had a complete Cobra just whiteout of the show. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Now back to me. Okay, back to me. Again, I apologize for the lighting, my flubs, whatever that 3rd thing was, I forget now. But this was another Cobra-centric episode of Fistful of Joes. I mean, 5 Cobras. What are the chances? I mean, I usually get a good mixture of both, but I think this is the 3rd time, like I said, where it was all Cobra, and that's awesome. These were some great figures, and they were all from the 25th anniversary line, and we got a couple heavy hitters. I mean, Cobra Commander, Major Blood, Nemesis Enforcer. Very cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.